Hi guys, welcome to Diane's Crafty Corner. Tonight I wanted to do some ink comparison. I received my Simon Says Stamp card kit for the month of April, I think. Might be March. Let's see. It doesn't actually say. Well, it's this one, guys. This one. The Wild and Colorful. And it came with these inks, and I was super excited to get these. And I wanted to compare it to the only other inks that I use. I have some Stampin' Up inks, but I only have a few colors. So I wanted to compare it to the other ink that I grab for all the time just to see how it works. So this is a hybrid ink, and this is a dye ink pad. But this is being marketed as it'll stamp on any paper and can be used with water or Copics, so it should have very good stamping qualities. So we're going to go ahead and test it against these. This comes with hybrid watermelon, orange slush, lemon peel, and key lime. And I'm going to pair it up with Lawn Fawn's lobster, carrot, sunflower, and freshly cut grass. Alright, so let's do a little comparison and see. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the Lawn Fawn. And I'm going to go in the order that this is, so we'll start with the red. I'm just going to stamp them on down. The stamp that I'm using today is just a little speech bubble. It is from the Beep Bop Birthday from Lawn Fawn. It's this one right here. It's actually a little balloon, not a speech bubble, but it's a solid stamp, so I thought that would give us a good idea. Let me just make sure there's nothing on it and it feels nice and sticky. And let's go. So I'm not going to condition the stamp or do anything like that. I'm just going to ink it up and place it down. I'm not going to use my MISTI. We're just going to do one stamping of each color. All right. I'm going to wipe the stamp off and go to the next color. So that is the Red Lobster, which looks about how it does. I mean, it has a little tiny bit of white right there, but that will dry into nothing. It's just the way the ink works. It's pretty good ink, I have to say. All right, now this one is Carrot. Make sure that stamp is dry, and let's go ahead and ink this as well. And we're going to go right underneath it. Now with all of my inks, I like to just let it sit there for a second and soak in. Okay. Like I said, I was super excited to get these because I've heard so many good things about the Simon Says Stamp ink, as well as the My Favorite Things ink, and I have neither one of them. So I was excited to have this in the kit so I could give it a try. This color is Sunflower. Okay, that one's a little more splotchy. I'm wondering if I didn't dry the stamp off. Alright, maybe we'll just do that one right next to it one more time. I want to give it a fair shot. And I might have forgotten to wipe the water off after I We'll go right here. no, that looks pretty much the same. Okay, let's go on to the green. But as you can see, it's already drawing into a more even color. All right, and this one is fresh cut grass, which is not close to the key line, but it's as close as I have. So that's what we're going to use. It's a bright green anyway. And there's the green. All right, let's take these puppies out. I'm excited. All right, so that takes care of the Lawn Fawn. All right, red, orange, yellow, green. All right, there we go. So let's start with the red. And because they're little, I think I should just stamp down on the stamp. I don't know. Well, I can tell you already that's not going to be good. That's bubbling up like crazy on top of the stamp. All right, let's give it a shot. So this is Simon Says Stamp Hybrid Watermelon. Okay. I don't really, okay, so let's just try it this way. I think that with the little cubes it's better if you just go on top like this. Let's give it one more shot. Let's try to be fair. I don't really see where that made a lot of difference either. Alright, now let's go to the orange. This one is Orange Slush. Looks like a very bright orange, very pretty. Now remember guys, we're not comparing colors here. We're just going to compare how the ink actually stamps. By the way, this is 80-pound Nina cardstock that we're stamping on, which is super smooth, so this should not be a problem for either of these inks. Yeah, let's just do this way. All right. All right, and then let's go to the yellow. That's a pretty color yellow. Make sure this is dried off. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure we get ink all over it. I don't think you guys can see that, but can you see how it's bubbling up on top? That does not happen with the Lawn Fawn ink. Oh, upside down. That one's kind of pretty though. Harder to see the bubbling in there, but it is there. Okay, and now let's do the green. Make sure that's dry. That's a pretty green. Wow. Okay. And there's the green. All right, let's give him a minute to dry. And I want to take a, well, first we're going to do a review. I just want to give this one more minute to dry. Because the Lawn Fawn has had, you know, quite a few minutes to dry here, so. Although that is dry. All right, let's look at it up close. All right, so if you can see with the Lawn Fawn, you have very little white spots. Same thing with the orange, and even the yellow that had a few dried into no white spots. And look at the green. Now let's come over and look at the Simon Says stamp. Can you see all the white spots? All the white areas? The yellow is harder to see, but it's definitely there, and the green's definitely there. So see the orange side by side? See the white spots? And the red? Yeah, definitely the Lawn Fawn stamp's better. Definitely. All right, so now let's try it with a Copic marker. Let's get one I already have out. Those are super light though. Let's grab, okay, let's see. I don't want to make it ugly. I guess it doesn't matter what color because they're all going to be ugly. All right, let's just, I'm going to use R22. All I'm doing with this is just seeing if either one of these bleed with Copics. So let's do that. No. No bleeding. Let's go over here. No bleeding. All right, so they both work perfect with Copics. So that's wonderful. Now let's try a little bit of water. Now we know we're not going to move the ink with the water. We just want to see what happens to the ink if we add water anywhere near it. All right? So let's go right here. Nothing. So that's perfect. Let's go to the Lawn Fawn. And perfect. So yeah, so no, neither one of these are going to get hurt with Copics or with water. So that's awesome. But I would have to say, based on what I'm seeing in front of me right now, the Lawn Fawn gives a better coverage every time. I would also say that neither one of them do well if you put water on top of them, but it's not going to bleed out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I think about that. So I am going to, I'm going to stick with my Lawn Fawn for now. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.